I'm really curious. What did you think about Death Proof? Because I got a feeling some of the time, maybe not some, most of the time you were bored with it unless they were like doing car shit.
Yeah, I
Because
mean, there was a lot of
lately you're not into like just the conversations in it, you know?
yeah,
And this
yeah.
is a lot
Um,
of conversations.
there was a lot of conversation in this. I mean, obviously, you could totally tell it was a Tarantino movie.
Yeah, all the feet,
Um, yeah,
little
well, there's
cameo.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He was there. He was the bartender. But I just, I don't know. I guess there's a reason I'd never watched this before. Um, and listen. I know I'm probably gonna get shit on for this, but it's not my cup of tea.
Oh, really?
Um,
Like none of it was your
it's,
cup of tea.
I mean, it was okay, but it's like I don't know. Maybe I wanted a little bit more of backstory on
Yeah,
Stuntman Mike.
I would say like
You
the
know,
story bits of it is like some of it's neat. It is a little annoying. It kind of repeats itself until it
yeah.
changes with
Well,
Rosario
it's
Dawson and
it's the
them.
exact same thing. It's
Yeah,
until the very end when they start chasing him. It's literally, he stalks these group of four, and then he stalks this group of four, and then
yeah,
literally he gets fucking chased down and killed or beat to shit by the three, and then you never get closure with what happened to the one that was left with, "Hey there, I'm horny."
yeah.
Like like
The
with
dude who
Adam Sandler's buddy, or whatever. I'm like, whatever happened with her? And
I know
then
I
it
forgot
annoyed
that
the
actually they
shit
just
out of
leave her
me,
stranded out there.
and I know it was done intentionally,
Hmm.
but it annoyed the shit out of me, like the little glitches and like the fucking
Oh, you didn't
skips.
like that shit, or like
Fuck off!
when it repeated
Fuck
lines and he
off!
like changed camera angles.
Fuck off! I hated it. Didn't I'm
Hated
like sitting here,
it.
I'm
I
going,
must not tell
okay.
lies.
I'm like, I'm probably gonna get shit on, but
Hold
this is
up.
not. This is not it. I had to watch this in two parts because I struggled.
Wow, really?
I
I bought
struggled.
it because I was, I texted
No,
you, I
I
was
know.
contemplating
Yeah,
it, and I was like,
yeah.
I'm gonna fucking buy this because what I do get the story bits and all that. It's very slow, and it ultimately means nothing. A lot of it because
Right,
you just watch it for him slamming into the girls and killing them in all
right,
different ways, and then you
right.
want to watch Rosario Dawson and them chase him down. But
Yeah,
the car bits and the stunts and like her hanging on the car in the end and all
yeah.
that. I love that. I do love the editing stuff with like the camera glitches and all that. That's just kind of
God, it
fun to
drove me
me.
nuts.
I did
Drove me
while
nuts.
watching it though. I was like, "Oh, Hess is probably gonna fucking hate this."
Yeah, yeah. It just, I mean, I thought it was cool because it did look like, and then I think it fucked with my mind too because, like, in my head, it looked like a movie from like the '70s,
Mm-hmm.
but they're like talking on cell phones and shit.
Yeah.
But then they're driving like older like muscle cars. So it's like it was like contradicting itself. It's like, what are we doing here? Like, but the thing that I thought was interesting, that Zoe Bell or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I just spelled this wrong. I'm an idiot. Um, let's see here. She was in.
Oh
She's
my god.
yeah. She was in like another one of his movies or something.
I know she's Uma Thurman's
Oh
stunt
yeah.
double. Then she's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for like a minute.
Oh
She's
yeah, yeah,
she's
yeah.
Kurt
That's what it was.
Russell's
She
wife in
was
that.
Uma Thurman's stunt double in the last two we watched.
And then also, did you catch the other connection to Kill Bill?
Oh, the pussy wagon. Yeah,
Oh, that
on
was
the car.
I did not
Yeah,
see. I did not see
on the
that.
back of the yellow Mustang, on like the top left corner, it says
Mhm.
something about pussy wagon.
Oh, actually,
It,
okay,
it's
I
it's
did
very
see
it's very
that.
small, but I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm like that. I'm like,
Um,
I'll have to mention that.
this is connected to Kill Bill because the sheriff guy that's talking, Michael Parks, is the same
Uh,
exact character that was like looking over Uma
yeah,
Thurman in the beginning of Kill Bill and shit.
and I felt like that whole like scene at the hospital
Yeah, that's
was
pointless.
pointless.
Yeah, other than like a
I'm
little
like,
joke, like
what?
he'll never do it here again, and then it's
Yeah,
14 months later he's doing the exact same
in
shit
in
again.
Lebanon, but it was in Tennessee.
Yeah, he moved. Yeah,
But I'm just like,
went from
what is the whole
Texas to
fucking point?
Tennessee.
And like that the nurse or doctor or whatever, I'm like, was it just like to get her in the movie? Did he owe her a favor? Like, or like, you know what I mean? Because I'm going, that fucking made no sense.
She's begging him
And
every
like I
day.
said,
He's like,
Shut up, bitch.
all right, you can be
anybody
in one
watches
scene.
this
Fuck.
and you love the movie, whatever, good for you. I'm happy for you. This is just not my cup of tea. But yeah, right here it says there are 7 different versions available of Death Proof. It says the run times are 2 hours and 7 minutes, an hour 53, 1 hour and 54, 1 hour and 27 minutes, 2 hours and 1 minute, 2 hours and 7 minutes, and the original at 1 hour and 53 minutes. Like I said, some of the stuff, I don't know. It just
So
felt,
like at the
to me,
end,
it felt very repetitive,
yeah,
except
no,
for when the
100%.
tables were finally turned and then they were chasing him.
Yeah.
And then he got shot in the arm, and like you would have thought he was like the world's largest baby.
Oh
He
my
was like,
god, I fucking love that when he's like, and then he pours the
I'm
shit on.
like,
It. He's like, get it
I'm
together,
like,
get it
dude.
together, get it together.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure it would hurt to get shot, but
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
fuck,
100%.
the dude was like, and then the dumb blonde in the beginning, she like gets in and like she's sitting on like a metal stool. I'm like, there's no way in hell. I mean, I know that he probably would have just grabbed her and threw her in there anyways, but I'm
Yeah.
like, there's no way I'm voluntarily crawling into a fucking car that has like a seat like that. Like, go to hell.
No, yeah.
No,
Like
thank you.
right there, red flag. I'm not getting in the car. I think I would just start running the second I saw that little.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, this guy is gonna murder me in here. It just feels like.
Yeah, well,
I
and
do
see-
love that because it is almost like a little Quentin Tarantino horror movie in bits. Like that is a
Yeah.
really good scene when he's leaving the bar with Rose McGowan and he's like.
Yeah.
Oh, are you going left or right? And she's like, right. And he's like, oh, fuck, it was
And
going to
he's
be
like,
a while
well,
before you got scared,
it's
but you're
time
going to have to get scared now.
Yeah.
That is a great
That-
scene. I really like that.
That was cool. And see, that was the other thing. I knew nothing going into this movie. I didn't know he was a bad guy. I thought he just literally was a stuntman. I had no idea that he was
That's
that he was
fun.
going to kill people.
So, like, when you started, like, actually being a dickhead to her, you were like, holy shit. And, like,
Well, yeah,
surprised by
because
it?
like I felt like the opening like couple like scene where like when they finally get to the bar and he's talking to the blonde and then like he recites the fucking poem to Butterfly.
That shit is so
and then
weird.
the lap dance. I'm like, this is like an hour into the fucking movie. We're still at the bar.
Because like I knew what was gonna happen, so like I'm like, oh, it's kind of funny that like all this shit's going on and he's just gonna rail through him and kill him and none of that shit matters. But so like I did notice that it's like an hour into the movie and he's like getting his lap dance, and I was like, wondering what the Hess is probably thinking. What the fuck is this movie? What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, because literally up until he showed the passenger seat,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think he was like a fucking crazy run
really?
people over killer.
Not
No.
even by him having that. Like, you're gonna be in my book, and you're gonna be in this fucking unsatisfactory part. That part's a little off.
A creepy old man. That's all.
I guess true. Yeah. I guess he just filed under that.
'cause
That's where he's going.
Because when he said that, I was just like, oh, he's a manipulative little fuck. I was like, he's a little fucking pervert. I didn't think,
funny.
oh wow, he's gonna run over and rip Butterfly's face off with his tire when it hits her in the face.
Yes, well, that can sometimes happen.